Welcome to the BooCrazYoshi podcast. We haven't really come up with a name for it, really, yet.
There's no name. Just BooCrazYoshi for as of right now.
Yeah, it's just gonna be our podcast. It's not gonna be nothing like crazy.
We trying to name it right now? Like, how about we call it Running Thoughts?
Running Thoughts?
Wind River.
Wind.
Wind, no wind in the microphone.
That's a stupid name.
I don't like that at all.
I don't like you at all. And I'm leaving the pod as of today.
Well, folks, that was our first podcast. But we'll work on the name later. But today we're just gonna come together. We all thought of a couple different topics just to bring to the table. It's probably gonna be super laid back, like really laid back. Nothing like binding. You know what I mean? So.
I like the laid back vibe, man. I'm just always about that vibe. I mean, maybe if we decide to, I don't know. I don't got nothing. If we decide to like business it up later on, if we just more formal, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Then we could do that. But I like this chill vibe.
All right, Sandy, kick us off, man. Where are we going?
Yeah, you know what? The topic I had in mind is really heavy, and when we're starting off really loose, like,
so just get it 0 to 100. That's Sandy.
Dude, we can't
for
do.
you.
Dude, I know it really is. That's kind of like me. I like to get deep, and I like to get deep really quick.
Oh, my bad.
I'm willing to go the distance.
Well, you know, how about we just like this? Why don't we all just like broad brush the one topic that we were going to bring today? Just
all right, we'll go with the 3 topics we're going to talk about, and we'll broad brush it. Go ahead.
Okay.
We'll start with Daryl.
Okay, broad brushing it. This is off the top of my dome, just because the current nature of what's happening right now. Basketball. For those of you who don't know, I love basketball.
Right.
And it's kind of crazy. If we're gonna stay on track with Sandy's kind of
serious
0 to 100 seriousness, let's throw in some seriousness, just mellow seriousness, but not so mellow.
Are you talking about the lockout or the lock?
I'm also talking about Carmelo Anthony.
Oh,
That's
no. Shout out to the Lakers. They won Game 4, so they are officially going to the second round.
No, they won Game 5, bruh.
Game 5? They won the 4-game series.
Lakers in 5.
Sorry.
Anyways,
excuse me. This is why I'm not going to do this for that long.
I mean, nobody wants you to. I don't want you to. But yeah, so essentially the NBA, more specifically the players, I'm sure the NBA as a whole, they've taken a step back from a couple games. I think they're back on now, but during what's happening in Wisconsin, and also just with the entire movement in general, the players felt it would be best to step away from playing, shed more light on the current events, obviously with like the extensive police brutality and the overall movement moving on. It's just kind of interesting that I think we finally have a generation who for a long time feels that things aren't going the right way, and for players who are as young as 20, 18, even in their like late 30s, like these people are millionaires. They honestly shouldn't care at all, but it's good to see that like they're using their platform and their voice to at least say, hey, we may not know what's best for the country, but we don't like what's happening, so like let's start with the conversation. And I think they're doing that.
What I like behind that, and to kind of like go on the same subject, is it's hard. I'm not the guy that wants to talk a lot of. I see things differently than a lot of people, right? So I don't see things the same as you, and I don't see the same thing as the same. I don't see things the same as Sandy. What I did like that I saw is the unity that it, regardless of how you felt, it brought some sort of unity together. Every sport, major sport, contributed their take on it, and they talked about it. NHL, MLB, basketball, NBA. I know soccer players, tennis players. I like the unity in it. I love the unity in it. I like that they decided to come back and play, because I like the fact that they said, hey, we have a bigger platform. Let's not just lock down.
Yeah.
Let's actually keep playing, and we have a huge platform. We could discuss these things.
Yeah.
That's what I like about it. Was I upset? I think it's gonna sound bad. I'm gonna look like an a-hole, but I was upset because with everything going on, there was nothing on TV for like 2 days, and it was only 2 days. But I did like the camaraderie, I guess you could say, that it brought everybody together and touch on a touchy subject, man. It's crazy that 2020 is going down the way it's going down. COVID. Well, it started COVID. Reform in police brutality. Passing away of Chadwick Boseman, man. It's just 2020 is a tough year, and I to me what everybody did in the sports, it brought everybody to like a time where we could agree at least on one thing, like shouldn't be just shooting people randomly. It's gonna sound bad, and I know a lot of people might disagree, but I'm not here to debate anything. I'm just saying, like, I like that it brought people together somewhat.
You know what's crazy is that this is a total side note, but this year started off, and I was in Albertsons. It was like January, obviously, and Anthony texted me. He's like, "Yo, Kobe died, bro. We lost Kobe."
Oh yeah.
And I was like, "What, dude?" And like, I remember exactly what was happening. You know what I mean? It was kind of like, I know it's gonna be crazy to relate to, but like it was kind of like when I found out like 9/11 happened. Like I remember exactly what I was doing. I remember exactly where I was standing. I remember exactly who I was talking to and who I was with, even though they're a random stranger. And then Chadwick Boseman passing too, and I was in the same exact store. I was in Albertsons. I wasn't with the same people. I was with Shandon, obviously, but I mean, it was nuts. It was really crazy to think that I found out first of those of those people dying through Anthony at that Albertsons. Like it was like I don't know, the coincidence is.
I'm like a bearer of bad news, I guess you could say.
I mean,
so
you
that's
know
what
what
you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, like you were the first one to tell me, and the first way I found out was through Anthony.
Dude, with Chadwick, I was playing Call of Duty. Shout out Call of Duty, online, and some dude was all, "Dude, that fool died. That fool was that fool was in shape, but you could tell he was super skinny. He had cancer." I'm like,
what?
No, I know, but that's what he said, and I'm like, who is this guy talking about? And then I died, so I had nothing else to do. So I looked at my phone. I'm like, oh snap, Chadwick died. Like, dang, dude, that. I guess you could say it kind of hit home because he was 43, pretty young. Kobe was what, 40s too? Or Chadwick was 42, right? 42, 43. Kobe is the same age, around the same age.
Was he?
Yeah, I think he just
turned 42.
40. Man, we should really Google that.
Yeah, we gotta.
Don't fact check me if I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments.
You know what? Hey, just a heads up.
We don't know.
No, this is for us. You guys can listen to us as on the fly, prepare for other podcasts, and that's how we do it. Prepare for other things in general for content for you guys. But a side note, gotta get like a laptop and an iPad or something.
Yeah, we got to start fact checking ourselves because we're gonna start spreading false information, and then you guys are we're gonna be like, Chadwick was 31. No,
Yeah, 31.
we're just lying.
He had all kinds of things.
Yeah, he was
going on.
Superman. No, he wasn't. He was Black Panther. But
Yeah, I think in certain ways we can like have a laptop like fact checker, like sort of like how other podcasts can like check it real quick and like bring it up. Or
yeah,
something like
I think
that.
Daryl will bring his iPad and we'll just use that next time. He could fact check us because he'd probably do it faster since Sandy's controlling the volumes and Daryl can control the facts.
Yeah.
And then again, Anthony bringing nothing
talent.
to the table.
The talent.
Nothing to the table. But yeah, 2020 started rough.
It's not just starting rough. We're almost done.
Almost, yeah.
Hopefully.
Over
I mean,
halfway,
2020, I saw a meme and it had a wave and it was like a baby wave 2020. And then behind it was like the big kahuna 2021.
Yeah. It's true.
Yo, nobody's going to be riding that wave.
No, I hope not.
I mean, we're all riding that wave, but no one's... Woo.
That'd be crazy, dude.
You boys got a shortboard for sure.
But
Broken
yeah,
fins.
that was a good. Going back on topic, I like what the NBA did. Did you see any of that? Do you keep up with sports and follow the whole that they boycotted playing for like 2 days?
Was it just basketball?
No. NHL did it the next day.
I did. Yeah, I did see the NHL. I don't know if baseball did it though.
Baseball. So what they did is two teams went on the field like they were gonna play, and then when the national anthem went off, they did the national anthem. The first batter went up to bat. All the teams left the dugout. Bless you. All the teams left the dugout, and he went up to bat, and instead of batting, he put a Black Lives Matter shirt off, and they all just walked out.
Yeah,
So to me, that hit home. That was NBA let it off, but everybody else kind of like
Followed
supported them and
Yeah.
supported, because like NHL, same thing. NHL's mostly white players. There's a few black players in there, and
And they're good as hell, dude. They're good, bro.
they're good. But I like that the NHL showed solidarity with
Yeah.
their peers. I mean, I say peers because they're the same.
Yeah,
You know
no.
what I mean? So
I mean, yeah, I haven't kept up with all the sports, but I did see that major one was basketball, and I was like, yeah, I mean, mad respect. I try not to get like too political. You know what I mean? That's
It's-
just not
yeah,
me. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But obviously, there's an issue going on, right? When like when someone like that Jacob guy can off people in Kenosha, and then like the cops are thanking him or whatever, and then
it's hard. I don't know what kind of podcast we want to be real. And this is an honest question. Like, and this is for everybody. Yeah, I mean, people could have their opinions too, but are we going to want to be a lighthearted podcast? Or are we going to just want to be real about how we feel? Like, I see podcasts where they won't touch. There's like 3 keys that people won't touch. That's religion, politics, and there's another one. In fact, I don't know what it is.
That's sometimes
there's
also
3.
like family stuff too. Like they say,
Yeah.
two things you don't talk about at the family dinner table: politics and religion.
Yeah, so we'll keep it at 2. Maybe it's 2.
You know,
Yeah.
like if anything, I think I mean, if you guys are comfortable with it, like kind of how we're doing it right now, it's like we're feeling it, and also like if I would just suggest we don't press further into like, if
Our beliefs.
our beliefs
Yeah.
or if we do go into that, like just know that like maybe well I would even say like, for example, like with the situation with the Kenosha situation, like like I don't want to get into the details because the details are not truly refined yet, but I don't mind saying that it happened.
Oh no, yeah.
know?
No.
Having like a surface opinion,
I like that. I just didn't want, because some people, 2020, the year to be triggered, right? And so like
the past like 5
right?
years,
You're
past
triggering
5
me
years,
right now just
everything's
by
triggered.
being here and looking at me the way you're looking at me.
Well, I don't like your sunglasses.
Exactly. I look like a.
No, like you should take
I look
them
like
off.
I look like Hancock.
Hey,
right
don't
now.
talk to me when you're looking at me like that.
Exactly. But so that I just want to kind of.
That's how you do it, 2020.
At the same time, I don't want to step on. I don't want to feel like I'm like walking on eggshells either. You know what I mean?
I do.
So like to me, it's like I think if anybody knows me, I could care less about what people think. But at the same time, I don't want to drive people away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, I mean, people will get to know you. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah. Hey man, get to know me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you have to talk about, Sandy?
Uh.
Just go, man.
It's-
It's gonna be something lighthearted.
No, it's not. It's not something lighthearted. It was basically just the fact that and I don't know if I've brought this up before with you guys, but I've for sure asked myself the question: was can a heterosexual male and female truly be friends without one party actually catching feelings for one another at one point in time?
Without catching feelings.
Without catching feelings at some point in time, whether
Like
even
romantic feelings?
yeah, even if it's just a flicker, like, oh, I could see myself with this boy or girl, because I think it's absolutely impossible, and to actually be friends without that happening. Now, I mean, well, not it's, yeah, I don't think it's possible. I really don't.
So your stance on that is it's impossible for men and women to be strictly platonic friends without having any sort of consideration of romantic interest.
At some point in time, yes, yeah, like they don't have to continually be interested in one another, but at one point in time, someone's gonna catch feelings for the other. If they're real friends, if they're actual friends, something's gonna happen where it's like, oh wow, you look nice. Even if it's just maybe not even it doesn't have to be heterosexual exactly. You know what I mean? Like, let's just say between non-heterosexual friends. I think at some point in time, they're gonna glance over and be like, wow, they look nice, or
Just yeah, I get you what you're saying, like a
You know what I mean?
strong emotional bond.
exactly, they go down that road of it's like, oh wow, I could probably see myself at some point in time with so and so. It might be like for a month. It might be for a day, but at some point in time, between a guy and a girl is my statement. Between a guy and a girl, heterosexual, someone's catching feelings.
I have no idea. I mean, I've been married for 11 years. I've probably not my forte. I kind of grew up with Sam, so that's not my strong point to have an opinion on, because I never had that situation. You know what I mean?
I do.
Man.
So like, I never went after someone. I didn't intend it to be more than just a friendship.
Yeah, especially if it was someone of the opposite sex. You know?
No, I don't know.
It's either like you're straight, like I'm either interested in you or you're just like another.
Yeah, that was my vibe though.
Right.
But I never been in a platonic relationship and then it turned into something real. Like it just wasn't me. I don't know. So maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, it's maybe.
I don't know. So I somewhat agree with that in the sense that, but I feel like that's just a very logical step-by-step pattern that we all take, regardless of male or female. It really comes down to, like, if you're really building a true friendship or relationship with someone, you're obviously gonna do the pros and cons on your own. Like, oh, I like them about this, and I don't like this about them, and then inevitably you end up asking yourself the question, like, do I see myself with them? Not in like oh, I'm super interested, but it's just kind of like, I hate to equate it to like watching movies, but if you look at a string of movies and you kind of like, oh, that cover looks good, oh, it's a little bit of interest there. Like, maybe that's just human nature to like always filter and sub-filter people and what they could offer to you.
Especially if you like walk by the same movie every single time, every single week, you go to like rent a movie, like, oh, like let's go, I don't know, like how did that seem interesting to you? You know what I mean? Like, oh, how did that catch your eye? Like, well, it was just there for like a couple weeks and I saw it, then I thought I would try it out because it seemed interesting enough.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie right here.
Go ahead.
You lost me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You lost. Both of you guys did.
Okay.
Because we're talking about platonic relationships. Next thing you know, I just hear talking about a movie cover or a movie.
Okay,
we're relating.
Bad analogy. Yeah. All right. So, think of it this way, right? Like, let's take your wife out of the picture.
Oh, wow.
Take your wife out of the picture.
Right, hold on, let me see.
That's hard.
Okay, I'm doing it.
She gone?
Uh-huh.
Erase it. Just.
Where is she? At the beach. Okay.
Your wife's not at the beach. You don't.
With another guy, and she's not with me. I never knew her.
That's deep. Don't. Hey, hold on.
Okay, hold on. Keep going. I'm visualizing it.
All right. She's at the beach.
Yeah.
She's reading a book, and the book says, "I wish I never met Anthony."
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Shout out Samantha.
Shout out Samantha.
No, okay. So basically, I think. All right. So ultimately, I think we can have platonic relationships with people, regardless of I don't know how deep your relationship goes. Like, I think it's possible. Like, I have some really, really good friends that are girls that I'm like, I'm never gonna marry you.
So you're saying you can have
all
that
the time. You can have that.
Okay, so he's saying he can. That's his stance.
But what Sandy's ultimately saying is that in that process, either you or the other person has considered at least once what that would be like. Oh, could they be possibly for me? Could I possibly have a relationship with them? I think that's inevitable. I think that's a truism.
So you don't think you can be? He's saying he's had within being platonic and not seeing himself, but he's thought about it. That's what he's saying, right? He's no way you thought about it in one point of time in your friendship with that person.
Yeah. I think for me at least, I mean, I'm not speaking for everyone, but I would assume, and that's like a huge assumption, that a lot of people are probably similar to me. I'm a normal dude. Like, I probably the same way I like interact with people. I'm like, oh, that's nice. Oh, they're a nice person. Oh, that was very helpful. Oh, I like these things about you.
Yeah.
And then you start considering them as like, well, is that something that I want in my relationship, or is that something I want in my life? And then you kind of go down that road naturally that like, oh, are you even for me? And then Nah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
because I think there's like also different types of friends too. Because I mean, some people like who consider friends like they just see like every so often. And there's people who have like friends who like they hit up probably every other day, maybe every week. Yo, what are you doing? Like,
Yeah, yeah, I know what you're saying. So like, you could even say that with friends. Like, oh, do I see myself hanging out with this friend more and more and becoming better friends?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. So, in Sandy's question, that in that regards, then I don't see that possible, right? So every platonic friend, you at some point you do try to see yourself. Hey, can I see myself with this person? Or maybe it's not even that. Maybe it's I like these values in this person. Can I see myself with someone other than this person with the same values?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen like I've talked to another guy. I've talked to multiple people about this, and there was this one guy who was absolutely adamant. He's like, no, it's like you're just immature if you can't have like friends of the opposite sex, and like hide your feelings or whatever, and just see them as like just another person. Like he's like you're you're immature. And I'm just like, what are you talking about, man? Like how am I immature? Like for just I guess it's essentially knowing myself, where it's like like maybe it comes from a place of jade, you know what I mean? Like where it's like, like I initially try and like me personally, I try to stay away from actual like friends who are girls because.
But you're married now.
Yeah. But even still, I try to stay above reproach, you know what I mean? Like, and like not.
I don't think I see it that strongly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I have a friend that is a casual friend that I worked with. I don't talk to her not even once a month, but it's no more than that. Like,
Yeah.
hey, how's it going? How's the family?
Well, that's a different type of friend.
But I worked with her in the office like
Oh.
every day, just me and her in the same office, and I never thought that type of way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, so my approach is, and since me and you are in a relationship, it's always the 80-20 rule.
80-20 rule.
I got 80% of what I want at home. Am I willing to sacrifice it for 20%?
I see.
You know what I mean?
Just whatever.
Just a good time. No. But it never, I guess, for me, then I guess I could speak on it. Nothing like that ever crossed my mind.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, are you saying that from like a married perspective or a single perspective?
Married perspective, obviously.
'Cause-
But then that's the same thing. Like, if I was single, then why wouldn't I think that way?
Yeah, why wouldn't you actually
Yeah.
be like, hey, like this, I'm trying to get at a girl, you know what I mean? But I guess some people, like when they have different friends, they try to keep a lot of people around them to, I guess, sort of keep their options open.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
I mean, I think like to your friend's point, like I agree with him. I do think that you are immature depending on how you handle it. Like if you know yourself.
I like that. Depending on how you handle it, I like
yeah.
that.
Like here's the thing, like if you know yourself and you're saying like, if I meet all these other people and I'm really attracted to them, like I couldn't control my emotions and like, I like the fact that you're seeking that approval from all those people, like I mean it's not bad, but it definitely puts you in a weird spot, right? But at the same time, like I think it's completely fine to have those friendships, and I think it's totally possible, and I think it's 100% true that depending on how you handle it, you are immature for not having those female friends or male friends or like those people that could be possible romantic interests. Because like what Anthony's saying is like, are you willing to go for that 20%? Because for me it's like,
But that's from a married point. That's from a married point.
no, but even from being a single person, I feel like you just have like
you
have
me,
to be
man. You're not
honest
single.
about that question to yourself, right? Like I'll say it out loud. I'm like, I've considered 2 or 3 people in the past like 2 years, and like no.
Guess who it is?
You know what I mean? Like it's not like I and then I wouldn't stop being friends with them. It's just a consideration. It's
The
like,
only way. Sorry to cut you off.
No,
I'm
no,
sorry.
no,
I'm
yeah.
getting used to it. I know that's like a big thing. I was telling Sandy about that yesterday too. But the big thing is, like you said, you had like about 2 people in the last 2 years, right? That you probably
It's like 3 or 4.
brushed aside. Like you thought about it.
you think about
Sorry,
these things.
but you thought about it. But at the same time, you can't act on it, and that's like you're saying. That's where the maturity comes in, unless it's something you're willing to act upon it.
Yeah.
But then you might lose a friendship if they're not feeling the same way.
Well, I'll even make it even more specific. Like I know some people who are like, I'm really interested in this person, and I don't think I could be interested in them. Then I've decided that I'm not going to be interested in them. And then they just are dicks. Like they stop being friendly. They act like a certain way. It's like, look, your internal like questions about another person has nothing to do with that person on the exterior. They have no idea that you're going through that.
Yeah.
So how immature of you to be like, sorry, I can't hang out. Like, like that's.
But
At least without communicating that.
Yeah,
you know
like-
what I mean? Like, yeah, like, you know what, like.
Or don't even communicate it.
But I
just-
think where his friend might be wrong is the thought of it is not immature.
Yeah.
The thought of it's not immature. Your actions upon it is what's immature.
Yeah, exactly.
Could be immature.
Could be, yeah.
Because if
possibly.
you decide to say, hey, man, I got to burp. Don't drink beer and pot.
Hey, burp it out. Hey, we're
Is-
working out.
Yeah, we're going to work out after this.
All right.
Burn the calories, 2 carbs. Sponsored by McClub Ultra. Anyways,
No, it's
not
not.
sponsored.
It's not sponsored. We're going to blur it out. Anyways, I lost my train of thought. I'm already drunk.
No, you're talking about
It's
immaturity,
it's acting
how you
on it.
handle
Is
it.
Is acting, but at the same time, like if you're willing to put yourself out there and act upon it, then I think that takes some sort of maturity as well.
It's the risk of saying, hey, you know,
Yeah.
I'm willing to risk it to even try to say something.
How long ago was this conversation with your friend?
No, it was one of the questions of the day when I was working back in Niagara. I was asking almost
Okay.
the whole floor.
But how old were these people?
It was a wide range.
Okay.
Some elder heads, some older folks, they said, nah, you can't do it. And then some of the younger folks says, yeah, you could totally be, you know, friends with, you know, just and have a platonic without any feelings without catching. But I'm like, do you even like know? Like maybe yourself, yeah, you can, but like does the other person know that? Like the girl, you never like considered her feelings. You know what I mean?
So I think my answer is you can have a platonic relationship with another friend and never catch feelings.
Yeah.
I think that's possible. I don't think your friendship could go. It can't be best friends though. I think that's where feelings will start coming involved because we're all human, right?
Yeah.
We all want to comfort and confide in somebody. Then once that comfort and you start confiding in that person, then you're like, hey man, is there more to this? Right? Because that's what we're all kind of. A lot of us are searching for. I don't want to say it's all, but a lot of
Is
us
there
are searching.
something I'm
Yeah,
getting
is
from
there
this
an
person that I'm not getting from someone else?
So I think you can have a platonic relationship. It's just that relationship probably isn't going to be.
As
I
deep.
mean, I don't know. I'm speaking for myself because I can't speak for everybody, but I think you can.
Yeah, I think you can too. I just think that it's more about the question. It's like
And how you approach it.
and how you approach it.
Yeah.
Because like honestly, at the end of the day, like you know, you're gonna meet a lot of people in your life, and a lot of people are gonna offer you different things that you know your spouse, your perfect whoever, won't offer you. That's just how life is, and it doesn't mean that they're less than or not up to snuff of what you want. It's just they're a different person that offers other things.
But I think a lot of people, it could put a hindrance on if say they're married. It could put a stress on strenuous part in your relationship because the day you get in an argument with your wife at home, you're gonna go confide in another person. That could be a problem. But that's where your maturity should come in, and you should not be confiding in that person if you know where it's gonna take you.
Exactly. It's
I
how
think
you
that's where the
handle it.
maturity comes in. At 31 years old, I think having a friend, unless it's even my male friends, I don't really kind of bear you guys with my problems as much unless they're bad and deep. But I think even so, like I don't see that. That's where the issue comes in hand as a married or in a relationship type of person.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I mean that's all very, very valid. Like I didn't like when people said, yeah, I think you can. Like I think you can get, you know, be in a relationship or be in a friendship and not have feelings. Or and some people said, no, I know myself can, you know, because the people who said like no, they know their own selves and their own tendencies to sort of like fall easy, or like Anthony said, like all of a sudden they're texting some dude, just trying to get something, like whether it's consciously or subconsciously from another person, like just companionship or just talking, like you're really easy to talk to. And like, you know, like some people don't have that good communication skills with their, you know, significant other, so like, you know, but you are, you know what I mean, like all of a sudden, you know, you're talking with someone else. But I validate every single person response. I'm like, yeah, that's
And I think it like you said, it's all dependent on the person. No,
Yeah.
I can't. You can't answer that question for me.
Right.
You can't.
Right.
I can't answer that question for Daryl.
exactly. Yeah.
Side note, real quick: are my shorts short enough?
I mean, they could
they're-
go up higher.
A little higher?
They're fine.
Yeah. They don't
Do
do
you think
anything
I
for
should?
you.
I'm trying to block out the ween.
The frog's eye.
Is that what it's called?
No, I call it the froggy ween.
I call it the ween.
Yeah.
I can't. But Comment if you think my shorts are high enough.
I don't think they can see your shorts.
Yeah, not yet.
Just stand
That
up.
angle can.
That
Okay.
angle definitely can't.
Yeah.
The moose knuckle.
Let me know.
Yeah, that's a really good question. I feel like it's not just us who goes through that kind of stuff. Like, I'm sure there are people out there who are like, man, I wonder if this person's interested. Am I overstepping my boundaries with my significant other with, talking to this person?
Yeah.
And I mean, that just comes down to, like, I've said it time and time again. Like, I mean, I suck at relationships, to be fair. But what I'm trying to say is, all the successful ones that I've come across and the ones that are like the strongest have always been 100% founded on open and good communication. Not like, oh, I'm talking at you. Like, hey, I have this issue. I know you don't want to talk about it right now, but I think it'll like better us. And knowing from another, from your significant other, taking that moment, that leap, and say, all right, this sucks, but we got to go through it, and like hashing it out. Like that's what it comes down to. So,
No, for sure, I agree. I think, yeah, man. We could talk about this all day.
We
Euthanasia.
Yeah, what about? There's a lot of euthanasia.
You get what do you call that reference from Pineapple Express?
yeah.
He's all euthanasia. I could be here all day.
I watched that recently.
Yeah, that's a great
I
movie.
just watched that recently.
Yeah,
But
sorry.
anyways, it's fine. That was my topic, and that was something I was like, wow, this is gonna go from 0 to 100 real quick. But I'm like, hey,
No, Daryl he went.
Daryl,
It seems
went
like this
deep.
one's gonna be a pretty serious pod because I don't know if I want to go. I picked out 3, so I don't know if I want to go lighthearted to kind of end it on a lighthearted note.
End it lighthearted. Yeah,
I
no,
wanna
you know what?
go-
End it how you want. You want to talk about it? Let's talk about it.
All right, I'm gonna talk about it because I need therapy about it. That's what my doctor said.
Let's do it.
You got a doctor?
I had to call the teledoc yesterday.
Oh, right.
So-
Yeah.
So my subject is anxiety and panic attacks.
Oh man, rough.
So, as you know me, I seem like I got my stuff together. I'm just playing. But I get bad anxiety and panic attacks from something very minimal could turn into an hour and a half of panic and my just being crazy. Yesterday I had allergy symptoms, bro. Like just what you had earlier today. Nose running, nostril kind of closing up, nothing crazy. But then I started panicking, like, am I breathing right? And so, like, for an hour and a half, dude, I was straight panicking. And it took me about an hour to take a Claritin. Why didn't I take a Claritin? Because I was afraid I was going to be allergic to Claritin. That's how my mind works, bro. It's crazy. So,
Well, how'd you get out of that? Like, how did you, like, you said you took an hour? That's cool, because, obviously Shannon deals with anxiety, too. Like, how did you just say, you know what, just do it? Like,
So first of all, I called Samantha downstairs. I'm like, hey, man, it's getting bad. Like, we might have to go to a hospital. And Samantha's more rational. Right. She said, let's calm down. Let's plan it out. Let's work through it. Last thing you want to hear when you're having a panic attack because you're panicking. So I took a Claritin finally, and that's what helped me is my nose started clearing up. The mucus stopped running, and I'm like, okay, I could finally breathe. But, yeah, man, like, panic attacks aren't fun. And anxiety's not fun. I'll be in my house on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday even, and I'll be stuck in my room for about 6 hours a day sometimes. And it's crazy, man. It's not fun. It's a hard way to kind of live life. But times like this or speaking to each other or talking is what the therapeutic. That's what the doctor had said yesterday. You might need some therapy to talk and see what's really going on deep down and find out what's really going on. In my head, I'm like, dude, I'm from the 80s, bruh.
That's not me.
I'm from 89, bitch. Yeah. But I'm from the 80s, bro.
No 80s, dude.
From the 80s, bro. We don't need no therapy.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, man. And then I was like, maybe I do need some therapy.
Hey, dude, I my bad. I missed your text. Like, I think
you called me. So Daryl called me mid panic attack, and he's like, hello. I was like, Samantha's like, just hang up on him if he's not answering you. So I mean, it kind of took my mind off of it for a little bit when he called me. His sister's a doctor, and his brother-in-laws are doctors.
Whoa, no, they're not. No personal info. Yeah, they probably are.
They're doctors. So I was like, in my mind, I was like, let me get Eunice on the phone and ask her some things, or Kai. But
is she like a? Never mind.
She's a dermatologist, but I mean, she still went to school. Shout out to Eunice. But Shout out, Cade.
No. What are we doing, bro? Family's gonna get murdered.
I know. They live. No, I'm just playing. Anyways, but yeah, man. Anxiety is not, especially, you know, as you guys see on the channel, we have like fitness going on, and it's hard, man. It's hard getting motivated when you have anxiety, trying to get out of your damn room because you can't go out and do things, and you want to go work out, but at the same time you feel like you're dying on the inside. It's tough. It's tough. Panic attacks and just having anxiety are two different things, but it's tough, man. It's tough, but thankfully, I say F, and you got to live life. I mean, that's just my mind. Like, you got to go. No matter what, you got to keep trying. I mean, we only get a few years here on this earth, so we got to keep going. I mean, some people don't want to do it, but
you know what's funny
I thought you were leading into, you know, we only got a few years on this earth. You know, some people don't. Just stop.
Some people don't.
I was like,
podcast ends,
dude.
It's freaking credits.
Yeah,
some people don't.
Some people don't.
Credits roll in the end. It's just a picture of us. Just
no. So do you guys deal
water's
with
wet,
any
bro.
type of anxiety?
Water is wet.
So that's my thing. Do you guys deal with any type of anxiety? Like, I know there's levels to it. I'm probably level 9. I'm a freaking pro. Like, I get it a lot. But do you guys deal with it? I know there's like any kind of anxiety. Like, you can't. I kind of used to be like, oh, well, you don't know what I'm going through, and everybody's battle's different. So, and you guys don't face that, or you guys do?
no, I 100% do.
There was an earthquake right now.
There's an earthquake. Yeah,
Huge earthquake. Scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, it actually it was rumbled. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on a limb here and say Day just messed up her parking job.
Let me make sure no one hit my car.
That's
or
what I'm
unless
saying,
John
dude.
came and John slammed the door.
That's
It probably is John.
Was there
Slammed
any
the
more?
door for sure.
Let me see, because that kind of
What's your
sketched
house
me
made
out.
of, bro?
Anxiety.
Hey, stop putting the butt in the camera. That's a nice butt. Yo, this man's legs are. Hey, also, Anthony's actually been working out quite a bit. I don't want to put him on the spot. I don't think he's been working out all day, but he's definitely working out. He's looking good. His legs are looking good. If you guys are watching the podcast, look at those thighs, man. He's getting muscles.
So it wasn't an earthquake. It was John slamming my damn door.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. That's why Samantha came out here. But John, don't slam doors.
Yeah, John.
You
Don't-
scared us?
don't-
Are we bleeping these out?
No, you bleeped out one of the You don't gotta bleep nothing out, dude. Like,
All right, fuck you, John.
It's a
that's
podcast,
getting
it's
bleeped
brief.
out. We are getting demonetized. We don't get
Well,
nothing anyways.
We
I don't
get
mind if
it.
we bleep that one out. Fuck you, John.
Keep that one.
Keep that one in, bitch.
No. Honestly, it's weird because I do get anxious as well, like the anxiety in different ways, not as extreme, but I for sure can relate. Where it's like, dude, there are some days where like when, you know, we got back from New York, like it was all good. You know what I mean? Like, you know, and I got back from New York. There'd be some days where like I would just turn to Shannon, I'm like, dude, like I don't feel good today.
Yeah,
She's
it's
like,
crazy.
what's wrong? Like, what's wrong? I'm like, I don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to go to work. You know what I mean? Like, and it's funny because like, you know, like when Samantha is, you know, my sister is very rational, very level-headed. All right, let's calm down. Like Anthony said, yeah. Oh, that's it. That's all I gotta do.
No. Sick. Breathe.
Calm down. Oh, what? Let me just try.
Hey, first off, the Del Rosario girls, beasts, all of them.
All of them besides
All of them
Day Del
beasts.
Rosario, you're all kicking, man.
She low-key beast too, but I didn't say it.
She's all right. I mean, it's all about
They all
August, but
beasts.
let's go.
Yeah, but I mean, I 100% relate to that. So like, anxiety-wise, I'm not a 9. I'm a 4. On
Okay.
some,
Oh, that's nice.
On some days,
Okay.
and usually, honestly, I float at a 1, maybe 2. That's where
That's
I
good,
float.
man. I mean, and
Good.
I think with some help. Sorry, I judge myself hardcore. I don't think I have masculine. What's that stuff where you're masculine?
Masculinity.
I don't think I have that, but I just judge myself because that's not who I am. Like, oh, I gotta go see a therapist. But I think with some help, I think I'm hoping to cruise around a 3.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean,
Yeah.
you.
You know what though? Go ahead, Sandy.
No, I was gonna say you definitely have some masculinity in some points, like because like right before you're like, I don't do that. I don't go out and do therapy. But at the end of the day, you're real with yourself. You're like, all right, maybe I.
It's that 80s vibe I get. You know what I mean?
It's true. Like, hey,
Dude,
you know,
okay,
it's
here's
the
my
Mulan
thing.
vibe. Be a man. You know, like.
A young man. Oh, that's YMCA.
From Mulan.
But yeah, dude, like, it sucks. It sucks. I love life. I love it. as bad as 2020 is, man, my anxiety is 9. I mean, I think part of it is being trapped in the house so much because you have nothing but time to think. I don't go to work. I have August here, and I try to teach him homework, but my knowledge doesn't go past first grade math. So
That's
it's
a
hard
lie.
to teach him anything. Shout out to first grade.
Preschool, man.
But yeah, man, like it's tough, but things like this is fun. You look forward to the weekends when we're to film shoot. I look forward to some of my workouts. So the last time I think I haven't ran in a while, and I think it's because last time I ran, I couldn't breathe after almost a mile at the beach. But I think it was just me really pushing myself that day. So it wasn't. I caught my breath eventually, and it didn't last. But
You'll see that. He got hyped.
I got hyped because everybody was saying, "Good job, man. Good job, big dog." They call me big dog.
Ooh, okay. Speaking of hype, so we're gonna do this now, since it's being recorded. Sandy, you're more than welcome to join us in this endeavor, which I think you should.
All right, let's do it. We're gonna do it right now. Exclusive.
I'm nervous.
Okay. Like we talked about before on the videos, I mean, you'll see a bunch of them, but since everything's kind of like jumping around, you know, the fitness thing is real.
It's
We're really
real.
doing the fitness thing. Not to really inspire people, but if you do, that's great. But more for us and to showcase that. So I talked to Anthony online. Doesn't mean you. Yeah, you have. Sandy doesn't know. I talked to Anthony online, and I was like, "Hey, man, like, how about we do this? How about we set some goals every week? We'll cater it to each of our, you know, kind of like day-to-day lives. Just get it to fit. And as an example, like, let's say I need to do 6 miles a week. Break it up. You know, like maybe I'll do 2 on one day, maybe I'll do 2 next day, or I'll do 5 all day and then 1, just to keep us accountable.
Yeah.
And then just what we'll do is we'll write it down. Always have to have a spreadsheet of what we did.
Yeah.
Like it could be notes, it could be scratch notes. Just write it down, put it in a journal, and then as we're doing it, we have to record it, show everyone. Not everyone outside of, I mean, if they want to see it, that's cool. But for us, send me an Instagram story. Send me a video.
Yeah.
Just like a quick one. Like, hey, I did my 5 today. Hey, how are you doing? And I think that to get like a mile in, 2 miles in.
So I'll set mine up right now. I'll go first. Mileage wise, 15 miles a week.
15?
Yeah, a week.
Dang.
Running.
Yeah, jogging.
Running. Because I'm not even
I
talking
can't-
about like lifting or
No,
anything, 'cause I
15
don't-
miles a
I'm not
week because
really
I can't
lifting.
really run. Running's probably like 7-mile pace, 6-minute mile pace, 7-minute. I could do
Damn,
about
that's
a.
fast.
Well, I could do like a 9.5, 10. So I'll say jog. I'll do a 15-mile a week jog, not at one time, but throughout the whole week.
15.
Yeah, 15.
So
In the book,
7
15.
days. 15.
And I'll probably get it done in 6 days because on the 7th day he rested. Hallelujah. But okay, too far.
Hey, shout out God.
Let me know if that's shout out God. No,
Oh my God. this
15
man.
miles a week, and we'll rest on the 7th.
Okay, we're doing this for 2 months.
Okay, that's fine.
So
Well,
you
hopefully,
realize you do 15 miles a week
hopefully,
for 8 weeks straight.
I'll up you. On my second month, I'll do
No,
more.
no,
Oh, okay,
not
okay,
me.
we're not up.
I
We're not
just
up.
want you to do it.
15 miles a week. It's not a competition. It's just a point. 15 miles a week jog, and you'll see it
I know,
live.
Are you gonna sustain that? The whole point of this is that we just.
I can
do it.
sustain 15 miles. That's why I didn't go with 25. 15.
15 a week. I mean,
Dude, that's 3 miles for 5 days. That's it. 3 miles a day for 5 days.
yeah.
All
I
right,
mean, sometimes
man.
walking,
All right, cool,
you
man.
can just walk that.
Okay, yeah, if you walk that.
Okay, well, 15 miles. I don't know why they're trying to talk me out of 15 miles.
I'm not trying to talk.
No,
you
I'm
out
not,
15
I just
miles.
want to know when the 4th week comes down. that
Then
my
I'll
boy's
probably
not
be at 20
failing on
miles,
me.
bitch.
I like that.
Fuck. All right, cool, man.
15
I'll
miles.
jump on your back and we be running that shit.
Okay, well, then you're fat ass. I'll be at 5 miles. Anyways,
Anyways.
I love these guys.
15 miles a week. What's yours, Daryl?
All right.
We're getting to Sandy last because he's
Yeah,
the
yeah, 'cause
captain. He doesn't
just-
like to be
and
called the captain.
We just kind of sprung it on him.
Sandy's the captain. He doesn't like to be.
Surprise,
He likes to
surprise.
say though he's a voice, but me and Daryl are like he's a captain.
Captain. You're like Zordon.
Zordon. He looks like Zordon.
Yeah, you're Zordon. Anthony's Red Ranger, and I'm Yellow Ranger.
I'm Black Ranger, dude.
Black Ranger. Yeah,
'Cause I could
actually are
break
Black
dance.
Ranger.
But
I'll be Alpha then.
Zordon.
Ay, ay,
Zordon. Ay, ay, ay.
Rangers.
All right. So what is yours?
Dude, I'm going hella low. I'm going like 5 miles a week.
Yeah, but you don't need to run as much as I need to run. I want to do that marathon, that half marathon, so that's why I'm going up there.
Different goals.
You know what I mean? It's different goals and different points.
You know what? Fine. If you're doing the marathon, I'll bump mine up to 6 miles a week.
6 miles.
I do other stuff. I'm just saying, like,
I'm
I
not
need a little
hating
bit of
on
cardio.
you. I'm not hating on you that you're not doing 15, but I'm just saying
I mean,
that's
I just
good.
can't tell because you're wearing the sunglasses, and I can't tell if you're hating.
I can't tell I can't tell what your eyes are saying either, my friend.
Anyways,
15.
6 miles a week. That's
Okay.
my promise to you guys.
Dope. I like it because
That
you have a
means-
lot going on too. You got editing. My thing for right now is to be working out. So you have a lot going on, so I think
Hey,
6
man,
miles is good.
Working out's important to you. That's what.
So you're gonna do a mile a day for 6 days, or some days you'll do more.
Maybe I'll do more. Maybe
Alright,
maybe I'll do a 2 in the morning, 2 at night, or like.
And
1
then
in
you'll
the
have it
morning,
done
1
in
at
2
night.
days. Daryl has 3 and 3. He's done.
All I know is that I want to stay consistent, and
No.
hopefully the 2-month mark will carry over, and that's kind of the goal. Is like
Yeah.
if we can sustain for 2 months,
Yeah.
then maybe we can continue, and maybe even add more. But
Okay.
like, honestly, just set your own pace. I don't care. Just like
Yeah. No, it's just to
Yeah.
be consistent. I
Yeah,
mean,
exactly.
it's just to hold ourselves accountable for each other. We're not here to hold them accountable. We're here
Yeah,
for
yeah.
each other. So I think that's 6 is good. 6 is good. Like I said, mine's a little bit higher. I got more weight to lose. I want to do the marathon thing, so that's why mine's higher.
Yeah, I respect that. I respect that.
So what about you, Sam? Man, do you want to get on this?
Yeah, I'm down. I'll put it on record.
All right.
Put it on tape.
Put on tape.
Put it on camera, man.
Put it on camera. I'm gonna commit. It's gonna be big for me at least. I'm gonna commit to legitimate clean eating. No sweets. No crazy candy bars or something. Not that I eat candy bars. Right now,
We're
but,
gonna ask Shandon. The
just,
girls.
like-
I'm gonna ask Eunice if he's running.
Yeah,
You're gonna ask Samantha if I'm running.
I am.
All right.
I am.
So
And accountability, like I think accountability is good. Like I was actually talking with Ruben about this. Where like the older I get, the more I like accountability because that makes me step up.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
Like,
Well, yeah.
it's either you step up or you land on the other side of the coin, which you can help either way. Like if landing on the other side of the coin, if all of a sudden I hear D's not getting his 6 miles, I'm like, you know what? That's something I can work with without then just being in the dark where I just think he's getting it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but that's the other.
Yeah,
thing I
yeah,
want to commit to too is checking in with you guys at least 3 times a week. Like like right now we're sort of texting each other whenever we need. Or
Yeah.
Like maybe like once or twice a week.
Yeah.
3 times a week I'm gonna check in with each of you. Like if you're saying I'm the captain, I'm a leader, I want to inspire you guys. You guys may not want to be inspired. I want to inspire every single person. Like
I'll be
legit.
inspired.
You know what I mean?
Inspired
And
is
I'm dead serious. You know what I mean? Like that's why I try to set something pretty hard. Cleaning is something that I want to aspire or I'm going to do 2 months. And then checking in with you guys at least 3 times a week.
Are you gonna have cheat meals?
No.
Oh shit!
Wait.
No.
You got.
No.
Hold on.
It's hard. I know. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, no, like,
Oh,
it's
man.
Labor Day weekend. Nah.
Whoa, this is
Dang,
crazy
that's
because
tough.
I just want to say, like, when we talked about this earlier on different, videos, like, hey man, if I feel like
Yeah, you did
I
say
need
that.
this and it's like a special occasion,
Then
that
F it.
goes
I'm
out
not.
the
Yeah, I'm not
window.
gonna be a prude.
That goes out the
Quote
window.
unquote.
I did
Sandy's
say
words.
that. I did, but like if we're trying to go and trying to aspire, like 2 months, man. And
So
I'll get-
Sandy went from like Sandy's fashion from 0 to 100.
I was
Um,
just saying, like, we're just kind of throw it down there.
no,
chill.
man, I respect it. He already said it's on film. We can't take it back. We can't take it back.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna throw this curveball at you because it's not really a curveball. It was the original question that I did not propose entirely accurately, which is, I'm talking about fitness.
Oh, he's talking about fitness.
Talking
Are you gonna do anything
fitness,
fitness wise?
Yeah. We'll keep
Yeah,
it
I mean,
fitness-wise.
because business wise.
You gonna do some walking?
Hey, we'll just give him time to
I've
think
already
about it.
been
Give him
doing
time to think
walking.
about it.
No,
He's
I actually,
been walking.
I did think about that, and
Okay.
alongside with the 3 check-ins.
Oh,
Jesus
respect.
Christ.
Respect.
Yeah, 3 workouts. 3 workouts at least a week. Maybe
Okay,
not every
cool.
day,
Cool.
but at least 3 works out.
A
3
week.
That start.
3
start-
workouts.
3
A week.
workouts a
That's
week.
good.
Yeah, and they're going to be. No, I usually take it at 30 because 30 minutes is honestly nothing because what I do walk, and walking is just like,
Like
if I
20
walk
minutes,
for,
yeah.
15 minutes out, 15 minutes. It's not, and then I come back and then, I guess I should compound alongside walking. It's an actual workout.
Yeah, man.
That's what I'll say. So
Okay.
alongside my walking, working out, I'm doing an actual workout.
So since Sandy did up it, I want to up. It's not upping. I want to propose this for me. Since I will be running 15 miles a week, I want to only have one cheat meal a week, and not a cheat day, one cheat meal. So I'll eat clean up until that cheat
So you
meal.
look forward to like
Yeah. So I think that's where I'm at. Daryl, I think is
This
good.
spot is crazy, dude.
You know what's even crazier, dude? Is Shannon's really been inspiring me because like she started this thing. She
Crazy.
lost 13, 14 pounds.
Shout out Shannon.
Dude,
Shout out Shannon,
nice.
my wife. Yeah, and like like, and she's
That's,
really inspired because even
no
when I'm
easy
like,
feat.
yo, let's why don't we just like go out and eat? She's like, no, I'm. Sticking
That's
with
good.
it." Yeah, and I'm like, wow, like it really. I was like, wow, like, like.
So all right.
Yeah, that's what I was like. You know what?
So 2 months from now would be November,
Dude,
October
I'm
31st.
eating- I don't. When?
October 31st, right?
October 31st?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
2
is it
months.
31st there?
Yeah. So it'd be Halloween, right?
Okay. All right.
So yeah, so August, September
excited.
31st, October. Okay, well I have to. I'm taking Shannon out to eat for her birthday.
When's her birthday?
When's your birthday?
I don't want to say it, but I'll tell you guys later. But it's in October.
It's in
Okay.
October. All right.
Shout out Shannon's birthday.
Yeah.
Her
So
birthday.
That
I'm down to give you the pass for that day.
yeah.
I'll give him the pass. Even though he put it on film that he wasn't gonna cheat for 2 months.
And then the,
I did.
But we'll give him the pass because that's still insane. But yeah, man, that's fine.
Yeah.
But on Halloween, we should do a Halloween pod to
Yeah,
kind of
okay.
see where we're at.
Here's the thing. I know we're gonna end the pod soon. I feel like we should.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
John's here.
But also, like, dude, it didn't occur to me until now. Halloween is effed.
No, it's not effed.
Who's gonna? Are you gonna let your kids walk around during COVID?
I don't have
Trick or
kids.
treat, yeah.
So go ahead, kids. Free kids. I don't have kids. I do have an August. That's my nephew, but I won't let. I don't. That's not my decision. That is not my call.
Yeah, that's
However,
that's
he could come
wild,
to every
dude.
room in the house and I'll give him some candy.
or like
That's
differently.
hilarious.
Kids could go to your creeper van and you can give them some candy.
You know I don't have candy in there? Just condoms.
Differently, growing up in a church, that didn't always necessarily like trick or treating.
I don't have condoms in there.
Anyways, they would give out the candy bags, so you didn't have to go trick or
Yeah.
treating.
So you're calling them hypocrites.
No, what I'm saying.
Oh no, you said they give. Okay.
What
no,
I'm
they-
saying
They
is,
give you candy bags.
I thought you said they don't like going trick or treating,
Who's
but yet
doing
they
that?
would give out the kids candy bags.
who's gonna do that?
Churches still?
Oh,
Churches, yeah.
churches. Oh yeah.
I don't think like when churches would have these trunk and treats like that. I don't think that'll happen. But like, if you want to go to the church, pick up a candy bag that's been handled.
Here, all I'm
blah,
saying
blah,
No,
is,
yeah,
if
no.
if you are getting those bags, just get some Lysol, spray inside that bag,
Yeah, then eat it.
spray it in your kids' eyes.
Nah. But I like today's discussions. It was sick. I like our goals. Sick. We set a good starting point and a finishing point to see where we're at.
Yeah.
We'll have more podcasts in between to see. Maybe we'll put some results or some like our updates.
Yeah.
Every pod we do to see where we're going with it. I think that's a good idea
Yeah.
as well.
That's bars.
But John's here, so I'm gonna have to kick it because I promised this full workout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, we're doing it, dude. We're actually working out. Not me, Anthony, really.
Should I call John out here to say say hi?
No.
No. All right.
No.
You'll
Screw
meet,
Screw
him,
you,
you'll,
John.
you'll meet him later.
You'll meet John later. Probably one of my workout videos. But yeah, we're gonna end it, man.
BooCrazyYoshi.
Yeah,
Crazy
but,
Yoshi.
Number one.